Good evening, friends, and thank you once again for joining us for our bi-weekly guided meditation and Dharma. And for the month of May, we will be focusing on new beginnings, right? New beginnings are important times in our lives. And when after I came up with the idea for the month, right, for new beginnings, I thought of that one song, and I forget, and I don't recall who it's by, and I probably should have looked it up. But every beginning comes from a old beginnings ending, or something like that. I forget exactly how it went, but maybe think of that. Anyway, I'm so grateful that you are again spending some of your time with us today on this wonderful May evening. Right, 6:00 here, Central Daylight Time, where I'm at. And so letting go of the past is important for us to, let the past be the past sometimes, right? Don't let it hold us back from us experiencing the best that we can. And so what I would like for you to do at this time, just go ahead and get yourself into a nice, comfortable position. And for our meditation, we'll be working on, or we'll talk about, letting go of those thoughts, right? And letting go of, many, maybe some anxieties that you might be experiencing, as you contemplate starting afresh with something else. All right. And so we don't want that to manifest itself, in a way that will, prohibit us from the joy of mindful living. So go ahead and close your eyes if you like, or sit down in a comfortable position, whatever works best for you. Works best for me, right? It's all about you. So, but go ahead and, if you are sitting up, go ahead and sit up tall in a quiet place. Go ahead and close your eyes. I will be guiding you through this meditation. All right, go sitting yourself in a nice quiet place where you can be free from those distractions. You can breathe slowly and evenly in and out through your nose. Let your energy settle by anchoring your attention to the breath. Soften your shoulders, your belly, and thighs. And watch the breath with a sense of loving awe. Breathe in and breathe out. Feel the gentle rise and fall of the body as the body breathes itself. And let yourself drop into a state of being rather than a state of doing. You're there in the moment, right here, right now, just present with the breath. As you watch the breath, of course, thoughts will still arise. The mind is energy and always at play. Today, as you notice these thoughts, watch them from a distance. You are not your thoughts. You are just a witness to these thoughts today. Sometimes it can help if you visualize your thoughts as if they're clouds or bubbles. Thought arises, it floats up and into our awareness. And then if it's left alone, it will also just float on by, dissipate, or even burst. Stay anchored to your breath as you play with awareness of this process. Present with the breath. But aware of thought clouds or those thought bubbles that arise. Like clouds, like bubbles. Understand that these thoughts are not solid. They're not fixed. They take shape. They can reform. And eventually they break apart. And they are continuously changing shape too. Blown by the wind. They come and they go. We cannot grasp at a cloud or a bubble. And neither is there any point in grasping to these thoughts. So let them be. Remain aware of the breath as the thoughts do their thing. Avoid chasing or following or attaching to any thought. Avoid trying to stop thoughts or pushing them away. They will arise and they will move away on their own. Remain aware of the breath, aware of the state of being and not of doing. Aware of the thoughts, but not thinking. Breathe in, breathe out. Practice lovingly allowing your thoughts to shift, to change, and to flow. Nothing to fight against, Nothing to stop. Love your thoughts, and at the same time, let them go. Remain present right here, right now, with your breath. Breathe in and breathe out. And recall that you are not your thoughts, but their witness. Look upon each thought with curiosity or awe. But again and again, anchor back to your breath. Breath awareness and present with your breath. The mind is energy, and energy is always at play. It's up to you to choose which type of energy you'd like to invite in. And then simply let the rest go. Breathe in and breathe out. Identifying with the energy of stability, even breath, steadiness, peacefulness, and ease. We can begin to bring ourselves back into the present moment. And begin by opening your eyes, maybe looking around, reorientating yourself back to your surroundings. Maybe you sitting up. Maybe you uncross your legs. Flutter your eyes gently. Just relax. Know that you are safe where you are. And that was grounding and refreshing at the same time, wasn't it? You know, when we think about our thoughts in the past or our thoughts of the past, a lot of emotions arise. Right? Sometimes they're good. Sometimes they're pleasant. Sometimes not so pleasant. Life is full of many experiences. And sometimes we know it's necessary to begin again, to start over. And we're given that opportunity every single moment. And every time we wake up, there's an opportunity for us to start over. What I'd like for you to do for this portion of our evening together, think about when you travel on vacation. Perhaps you're going on an extended stay someplace. What do you bring? You bring the necessities, right? Toothbrush, hairbrush, deodorant, right? Some clothing, maybe a gift, even if you're visiting someone, or a book to read if you're traveling. If you're traveling on the airlines or bus, however you travel, completely up to you, right? But think about why you are traveling, or why do you need or are contemplating moving forward? Why do you feel you need a fresh start? And it's important to, maybe come to that conclusion, or come to those realizations, in a sincere moment of reflection, why you need that fresh start. Could be a job. Certainly with COVID going around, many people are changing jobs, right? Maybe you're going from an online back to a physical location. Excuse me. Maybe it's for family. Maybe you're needing to be closer to family for a particular reason. Letting go of the past doesn't mean we forget what happened. We also have to remember the past does not exist any longer. But those memories do. Whether they were very joyous memories or sad memories, angry memories sometimes. In order for us to really make those memories stick, there's usually some type of strong emotional attachment to them. Right? Usually some strong emotion. Right? You certainly probably don't remember your third or fourth grade spelling test, right? Right? Probably don't remember those. But maybe you remember your baby brother being born, or your baby sister. Right? Or meeting your spouse for the first time, before they're your spouse, right? No, those are things that you're going to remember. So we're starting over. So that means we need to let some things go that no longer serve us. And typically, anger, jealousy, resentment, bitterness, or maybe fear and love to some extent, right? Sometimes those emotions no longer serve us at some point in time. And love is a complicated one because, maybe you are love, maybe you do love this other person, right? It could be a family member, could be a spouse. Maybe it's just best to move on at some point in time, because starting over is a big step. A lot of emotions are involved, right? And so some of the emotions, and there's a multitude of others, that you could experience, but they're like baggage. they won't keep you. They keep you from experiencing the joy, right, that you're seeking, from wanting to start over. So if you're holding on to that anger and that jealousy and the bitterness, it stops you from moving forward. And it's certainly okay to remember those feelings and those emotions from time to time. Like with that meditation, those thoughts are going to arise. But we don't live there. Don't make that anger. Don't make that jealousy. Don't make that bitterness or the resentment. Don't make those your home. And think about those strong emotions in an analogy, like think about you're in an airport. All right. You're walking in that airport before you check in those bags, right? Before you register. I guess you already registered, right? Before you check in, right? You've got to lug them around, right? Maybe you're walking through the parking lot. Maybe you have to put them on the shuttle, to the airport, or maybe you did get dropped off in the front. But you have to lug them around. And moving one slow step at a time to make it forward to that front line, right? Before you can check them in. And even while you're moving forward, right, those bags are heavy, bulky. They weigh you down. And you have to watch out for others so you don't bump into them. And that watching out for others, that's, if you were to put that into relationship experience or moving forward experience, that could be keeping your guard up. Right? You're keeping your guard up. You're guarding your emotions. And so you're not able to experience that freedom and that movement that offers so much joy. And so you're not allowing yourself the joy of living when you're lugging those heavy bags around. And think about after you check in your luggage, how much more freer are you to move about? And those past emotions can be like that luggage if you live there, right? They can weigh you down. And so how do we let go? Well, just by bringing that mindful attention to when that past arises. You can say to yourself, yes, this happened. Yes, this situation occurred. That's acceptance. Right? Yes, it happened. Yes, it occurred. And you can't change what occurred to you. Again, the past doesn't exist anymore, so there's nothing, we can't change that. But you don't have to make it your home. You don't have to live there. So you can let go. You can say to yourself, after you I'm going to let go, and I am now free to move about and enjoy my life with loving kindness and compassion for myself and for others. You know, when we say those affirmations, I allow myself. I am going to enjoy, my life wholesomely, peacefully, compassionately, with empathy towards yourself and towards others. Just remind yourself, state those affirmations. That's how you begin to let go. So thank you all for coming this wonderful May evening. And I know that you have the choice of spending where you like to spend your time. And I wholeheartedly am grateful that you choose to spend your time with me, whether it's live or on the replay. Whatever works best for you. That's what I'm here for. And if you do find these videos and my talks particularly helpful or uplifting, please feel free to subscribe. And then for some of the upcoming events that we're having, right? So May 17th and the 31st, those are the two remaining live streams, right? Always on a Monday, always from 6 p.m. to about 6:30 p.m. Central Time. Also, Silent Retreat, May 23rd. It's a free event. Right? It's a free event for yourself and maybe family and friends. It's a silent retreat, right? So, right, it's where we get to connect at our physical meditation center where it's nice and quiet and beautiful nature scenery. And a free lunch, free vegetarian lunch is provided as well. I believe in helping provide this wonderful opportunity for everyone to experience themselves so they can get back in, or so you can get back into your connectedness, to your own well-being. And with that, my friends, my virtual Sangha, I wish you all peace and happiness on your journeys out there. And if you ever have questions or anything that's on your mind, you are more than welcome to reach out to me in any way that works best for you. Our contact information is below in our in our descriptions. I'm more than happy to help in any way I can. With that, peace and happiness, my friends.